And there we go. Only I should maybe remove the previously banned operators from the overlay. That would be a bit more, say, appropriate to the current situation. There we go. And yeah, so talking about Coastline, what kind of playstyle can you expect from Coastline? Coastline is, I'd say, medium-sized map with, you know, a heavy emphasis on roaming. And that, I gotta say, kind of eludes me, because the map is basically, you know, a ring. It's a circle, and as such, you can just be sitting on the roof, and you can shoot down in that one corridor in front of VIP or in front of kitchen. If you're on the other side of the roof, you can shoot down to luggage. So that's really easy. That's a real easy way of cutting off rotations for the defenders. Plus, you know, that particular map only has 2 stairways, unlike, for example, Villa, which it makes it even easier to cut off any and all rotations for those roamers. So hence Jackal will be banned, you know, making life a bit easier for, once again, the important job of roaming. But Blackbeard is also going to be a really interesting operator. Like, those maps where you can rappel on windows are really good for Blackbeard, or even, you know, you have the ruins here, which is something you don't see on too many maps. Good, say, sniping spots outside of the building. But coming back to that rappelling thing. If you can rappel outside of a window, you know, Blackbeard only head glitching or peeking with the pixel peeking, making it really difficult for the defenders to counteract that. Because if he was, for example, on a balcony, a good map which has a lot of balconies, I know it's not a, I know it's not in the Pro League rotation, but let's just take Outback for example. Outback has a balcony for basically the whole perimeter of that map. So running out is really easy for the defenders, and you know, it's a bit harder for the attackers to feel safe outside. Which brings us back to Blackbeard. Blackbeard is going to be banned, and for the defense is going to be Caveira and Echo. Caveira, a great roamer. Echo, you know why he's being banned. He's just flat out OP these days. That's going to be it for, you know, the setting, the preparation, the, you know, ambiance, if I want to put it that way. Now we're gonna get into the actual game, the actual map, which will start with Penthouse and Theater. So that bomb site is not really too, let's say, liked, or not too obviously preferred by the community these days. When the map first came out, it was the single best bomb site in the whole map, but I'd say not anymore. This particular setting here has become kind of the least liked, you know, bomb site in the whole map, with you know, new operators coming in every season, the meta changing, and that kind of stuff. So the one thing I do want to point out is that Fanbois probably will have the advantage of surprise to some extent, since RT are probably going to be expecting to have to push billiards, right? And as such, the composition for the RT team here is probably not going to be ideal to attack the real bomb site, and as such they might have to adapt. Raya, salut à toi. Just speaking in French real quick here. Ouais, cet après-midi, il y a un caster qui a rejoint le projet depuis peu, qui a une voix très similaire à toi. Et puis les gens pensaient que c'était toi. Das faisait Raya, c'est toi? Mais non, c'était pas toi, malheureusement. Je vois que t'en as entendu parler. And Bondi, does your mom hang low? Wow, that's real nice. That's real nice. Do you use your English in your everyday life, or just casting? Just casting. Well, you know, everything I do on the internet is in English, because the internet, being an international place, is going to be in English. But other than that, no, I live in a French area, and I speak French every day, just for casting, basically. And there we go, Beisha coming in hard with a double kill. Heavy pre-fires. There was another silhouette right at the right by the door here. Hashtag apparently doesn't want to peek that, but he will get blinded. Probably. How is he not blinded here? He sees the gun. He's gonna get an easy kill. Nicely done. However, there's another silhouette right here. Buck is gonna cook a nade. That one he's not gonna evade. Does AIDS want to rush in behind that flashbang? Apparently not. And as such, you know, the effects of a flashbang have dissipated since that doesn't matter. AIDS is easily able to get the kill, to overpower. Hashtag Ness getting the kill at the very same time. And what did we see here? A crazy aggressive rush which worked flawlessly. Like, that round was done and over with in a heartbeat, to be honest. That was aggressive. And that may or may not work again for the next rounds. Because what I want to underline here is you kind of had the advantage of surprise here for the RT team, right? But now, this time Fanboys are probably going to be expecting, a crazy aggressive rush. They're probably not going to be, roaming about too, they're going to be not roaming too far outside the objective to be able to easily get back there. They're going to be ready. That double kill by Ying has happened simply because the defenders were not ready for her. And as such, being prepared, being aware of what your opponents are up to is a big part of countering that. So, there we go. Let's just read the chat real quick. Just for casting, he speaks French. Ok, je sais. Ah, c'est impact sur la tête. Ah, ben écoute, c'est chacun va y aller avec les bandes qui veulent, hein. Chacun va y aller avec les bandes qui veulent. So, second round is gonna go Penthouse once again. The interesting thing here is this time both teams are probably going to know what to expect more or less. Meaning, Fanboys defended here for before last round, so they're going to probably go for a really similar setup. The composition, as far as I can tell, is pretty much, not exactly identical, but pretty much the same, right? And RT, well, they've just attacked here as well. They've just seen what their defense, what a Fanboys defense on Penthouse looks like, and as such, they themselves also are probably going to adapt. So my question is, which team will have the best adaptation or the quickest response time? For example, if you're expecting a rush, don't reinforce 20 seconds into the attack phase. RT are already taking point. For example, AIDS making sure nobody wants to rotate through the corridor. Juan is gathering intel. Ness already ready to funnel into the objective. He can simply open up not the doorway but the wall. And will he rush in? There's nobody right at that opening in the that was a rotation in that wall right on the right side of the building of the doorway. Sorry. Wow. Ness just funneling in, getting a kill. Rigo, last operator alive at the other end of the building of the bomb site. Rather, haven't cast in English for way too long. And there you go. The rush simply works every time. Ok, so Raya, t'as reçu une dizaine de MP, mais bon, si il est bon, ça me dérange pas qu'on le confonde avec moi. Non, je te dirais qu'il est assez bon. Zero rumeur, intéressante stratégie. Let's just bring this back in English. My English really does need to be worked on, though. So yeah, they have no roamers, and you might criticize that, but right now I'd say it seems to be the right call to do, because the push is coming in so quickly, so aggressively, that you kind of have to have your players on bomb site or readily available. The roamers wouldn't have time to get back on site if the attack was if the attackers are rushing in. You wouldn't be in a position to come back on site if you're roaming, say, at the other end of the building. For example, here we're defending billiards and hookah. If the roamers were, say, in kitchen, you wouldn't have time to come back here in the blink of an eye, which is why you kind of have to stay close to the building, to the bomb site. Okay. I'm not reading the game chat too much, but I do see that the players are talking amongst each other. So just, 10
seconds to go.
Isn't at a pizza place. What the fuck? Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the guys are saying. Nonetheless, after losing twice in Penthouse, Fanboys are going to decide to themselves, okay, let's not go Penthouse again. And therefore, we are now going to be defending hookah billiards, which is something new. We haven't seen them done before. And with a bit of luck, it might work out in their favor. For example, here, Erratic getting a first blood in a pretty quick and aggressive fashion. They were pretty complacent, pretty static last round. They just waited for RT to come get them. This time, not so much. That Candela is not going to get eaten up by an Jaeger ADS device. However, here you can see it clearly somebody's in the inside of the bomb site. But Jaeger doesn't seem too eager to peek that or to attempt to get the kill. So hashtag seems to be really the first, the point man on the front lines. He's going to get peeked, though. There's another Grismont mine, so he knows somebody's in the billiards. Wakai is coming back. prone right there. He sees defeat. He sees them. Will he get the kill? He does not, unfortunately. That's a double kill for Beisha. Nicely done. Now a 2v. I was going to say 2v4. 1v4 situation. Erratic gamer. If somebody can get the kills, might be him. You know, his position's unknown. He has all of his health. If he plays it right, you know, he could get the kill on the barrel, the diffuser, assuming he's planting with an impact nade to the ceiling, and subsequently just firing at it, but he's not going to do so. He's just there waiting, holding a really wide angle. It's not looking good for him. Let's not, we're not going to sugarcoat this. He has to come up the stairs, which is going to be a really predictable entryway, and as such, you can see they're heavy pre-fires from that angle. There's no way for him to just push up. He sees Ying right here, but does not get the kill. Unfortunately, RT winning the 3rd round. There we go, nicely done. Reading the chat. Yeah, Alex, pensez vos commentaires qui sont gênants, les gars. Ils sont juste là pour avoir du fun. En effet, s'il vous plaît, on n'insulte pas les joueurs, ok? C'est s'ils font des erreurs, on peut la souligner pour leur dire, hey, ne répétez pas cette erreur la prochaine fois. On peut pas en tant que personne raisonnable nier qu'il y a des erreurs qui se vont commettre, mais en même temps, on va pas dénigrer les joueurs pour autant, s'il vous plaît. Oh, shoot. I apparently have the wrong ban in the overlay. Apparently, yeah, I've put Clash instead of Caveira. My bad. Okay. Yeah, the UI ban has been overhauled, and that's good. So, once again, Fanbois are going to be defending Billiards. Let's see if this time it works out for them. Once again, you know, the composition is slowly adapting, slowly being updated and hoping for the best. This time, we're going to be seeing Rigo playing Capcan. So Capcan would be quite interesting, meaning that, you know, if you are not able to get your kills in a face-to-face firefight, in a so-called face check, which, you know, not to diss on Fanboys, but, you know, kills-wise, yeah, RT really definitely do have the upper hand. So helping yourself with your gadgets to, you know, kind of ease the kill might be the way to go. Still, you have to stay behind, for example, your ADS device to get the kill on somebody that's going to be dazed, on somebody that's going to be a bit lower on health. For example, hashtag here with the Grismont mines. If one of the attackers has been disoriented, you probably will have to stay nearby, to, you know, use that advantage to its full potential. Ness already getting a kill. That's going to be pretty aggressive. Erratic Gamer, who presumably tried to do the same thing as last time. No, that's going to be Wakai, though, trying to get a kill on that angle. And, you know, since the window has been already opened up, he doesn't have to make any noise to get the line of sight, but that's not going to matter. Ness was wise to it, and he got a nice kill as by doing so. Looking at the bomb sites themselves, Rigo is the only one that's immediately there to prevent the attacker from pummeling in, and he's going to die to Juan Esjuan, who is now in the hallway coming down the stairs. So hashtag here doesn't have, yeah, he has a shotgun, so his range is somewhat limited. That's, however, going to be not an issue whatsoever to get the kill at that range. However, by the corridor to the right side, he sees him, but he was cycling guns at the same time. Bad timing, unfortunately, leaving us with Doc, who has to get back on site with 43 seconds remaining. The diffuser has been planted, and that's not going to be looking too good. He finds himself in a 1v4 situation with the attackers taking point basically everywhere and holding every possible angle. And there you go, AIDS getting a nice little kill, which will prompt put an end to the fourth round. And there we go. That was round number 4. Let's just go for the replays again. There we go. Octane Sorens. Non, t'en fais pas. Ok, rebonsoir Toxic. Yo. So, Chamber. Oh yeah, don't lose this Ben. I'm not exactly sure who Ben is. Like, nobody here in the game has a Ben gamer tag. But yeah, it's always nice. How could you die, Ben? Okay, I'm not sure if these comments are troll or if you're like taking this seriously. But hey, seeing supporters of the either teams joining in the stream is always nice to see, as long as each team's supporters respect one another. That's like the big thing, the big detail I want to put the emphasis on. So here, looking at this playstyle coming off of Fanbois, it's not too encouraging because they've lost on Penthouse twice.
10 seconds left.
And now they've lost on Billiards twice as well. And the problem is, you know, they were not successful to win their defenses on their favorite bomb site, on their second favorite bomb site, neither. And right now, after, you know, conceding defeat on their primary bomb site, secondary bomb site, they're forced into their tertiary bomb site and apparently TKing each other. I'm not sure, but this is going to be a 3v5 situation. Really easy round for RT. Let's just hope that whoever lost the connection is going to join back in. Wakai saying my team is annoying me. I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but flurry of kills already happening. Wakai double kill. And there you go. That's exactly what happens when you just rush in front into the objective. Your roamer's the last operator alive. Erratic Gamer has to come back. Diffuser's going to get planted. You know, realistically speaking, he's not going to prevent that. So he's going to find himself in a 1v3 situation with all of his health. Those are the good news. The bad news is he has no control of bomb site. So he has to, you know, do the retake, which is not going to be easy. And if we take a look in third person, you know, he's going to be expected and heavily right here. He was in front of the opening. He maybe saw something, maybe not. He's going to go for a rotation, which is probably going to be really predictable. There we go. Thatcher was waiting for him, and Ash was peeking from the other side of the corridor. So, to be honest, there was not too much Vigil could have done here. You know, when you find yourself in a 1v3, 1v4, the problem is you have to hold so many angles at the same time to really be sure, to really be, you know, safe, that you cannot realistically or, you know, humanly do that. And as such, you know, his demise was just a matter of time. But I really want to take a look at what RT was doing here. Do you... Oh, caps lock. Do you want a rehost? They'll be entitled to a rehost, and that would be, you know, the one thing that could help them to be in a 5v5 situation again without, you know, losing too many rounds. Yes, I want more T-Hunt, please. Ness, come on.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
He'll try to reconnect. No, just get it over with. Okay. So, no rehost is going to be asked by the players, even though hashtag saying yes.
Located by attackers.
Yeah, okay, so he said, so hashtag said yes. You know, the guys in the chat that were kind of trolling were Besh saying no. Once again, Besh, join the blue team. You're not Donoman. You're not the one who gets to decide if there is a rehost or not.
Attackers have located a bomb. 5 seconds to insertion.
That round don't count. No.
Attackers
Okay, well, if they're not leaving, let's not rehost. And he's returned. Okay, so it's not gonna be... do we get to start? Ugh. Okay, just get it over with, they're saying. Okay. So I'm receiving mixed signals. If they ask for rehost, you know, they have to be a bit more, you know, expressive than that, because there was so much happening in the chat at once. I wasn't sure who was saying what. Plus, I'm saying, okay, you guys want to rehost? Well, then leave the game. I'll re-invite you. And they're not doing so. So, let's just look at this this way. Rigo was able to get the first blood, so this is now going to be prompting a 4v4 situation, kind of putting both teams on an equal footing once again. And I do believe... let's call our co-host right here, right now. And let's see when the co-host connects. Eventually he'll be joining in, so I'm calling on him on Discord right now as we speak. Hashtag last operator alive is maybe going to get the first blood. No, he does not. And Besha was there to kind of save his teammate's butt. So this is going to be an embarrassing 6-0 scoreline for the role swap, unfortunately. Killer, are you there?
I am here and I have arrived. Hans, how you doing today?
Great. I'm doing good. So how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Just got off work and I'm happy to be home and be back in the casting chair once again. I am very excited for the rest of the night, I would have to say. Would you like to fill me in on what's been happening so far?
So this is the first game, and so far this is, I'm not going to sugarcoat this is a bloodbath. 6-0. You know, the blue team here, you cannot see them currently with the current UI because we're in between two rounds. The RT team, They are like they're talking a lot in the game chat, so you can piece bits and pieces together. They're kind of using this competition to practice for a Go 4, which this format is really similar to. And Fanbois, they apparently were trolling, or I'm not too sure, or the morale is kind of tanking. It is a 6-0 after all. So yeah, this is pretty much what's been happening. RT are rolling, are just crushing their way through, and Fanboys are kind of losing. I think hope at some point. I've seen a TK, I've seen a player disconnecting. Though I believe this one was a legitimate crash. We still had a 3v5 round before the attackers even spawned in.
Oh boy, that is not good in the slightest. And I can only imagine that with the most recent patch update that we have seen a lot more Ying play. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, we have. She's not been banned. This morning she was banned in the EU comps. But right here, there we go. Ness playing really aggressively. The kind of peak you wouldn't be doing if you kind of expected your opponents to have a fighting chance. So right here, definitely RT are feeling really confident. And that confidence may be backfiring, as right here you saw it. Ash was able to get a nice little pick. Let's see if it's enough. There you go. You see, I think RT are starting to, maybe make basic mistakes, but simply because they know they're in such a good spot that A, they can afford them, and B, they kind of think maybe their opponents are not really going to be biting, even though they're committing, easy or giving easy openings,
Yeah, I understand that. Things are definitely not looking up for Fanboys here, even though RT is kind of just giving all away here, with Iraq Gamer being the last left alive all the way down security room. 2 minutes left with just the very weak weapon that the FMG9 is left in their hand. Things are definitely not looking up. If we're going to follow the course of what's happened the past 6 rounds from what you told me, I think we're going to see this match over probably sometime next, probably 90 seconds.
Oh yeah, this is not looking good. So right here, Erratic does not have diffuser. He sees it though, but he does not seem to feel safe enough to go and get it. So far, so close yet so far. However, nobody on the RT team is giving any indication that they know where Erratic is. So are we going to be seeing them actively pushing him, or are they just going to wait? Because right now, once again, they don't know where he is, as far as I can tell. But they're not going to, blindly just start combing through the map, because if you wander aimlessly, Erratic is going to get the drop on you. It might work for a kill, but what's going to happen next, I couldn't tell you. So far, we are seeing a stagnation. Once again, defenders don't know where Fanboys are, and Fanboys are sitting there and waiting,
Yeah, it seems to be that way. And definitely Erratic Gamer has the, I wouldn't say the advantage by any means, but definitely has a small little boost here, being able to use Nook's utility to the highest advantage, especially with Dash on the air team playing Valkyrie. Potentially Valcam's down below inside of the kind of sunroom office entrance, which is a big position to try to hold.
Ooh.
And
timing here.
Finds one, he's going to find shots, but is not going to connect all of them in time. And RT is going to run round number 7 with the pistol of Goyo.
Wow. Okay, that's something. And I kind of have to give this round to RT simply because Nook had the drop and failed to get the kill. So, you can talk about morale or feeling really confident or not feeling confident, but at the end of the day, missing so many shots warrants your death, basically. So, teamwork, team cohesion can be worked on. That's something that you just go in a scrim and you just practice your strats, you practice your team play, callouts, that kind of stuff. But accuracy and aim is something you have to work on at an individual level, and that would be the one the players are talking in game. Sorry, this is confusing me. But yeah, this would be like the one suggestion I would give to the players here. But with that being said, this is going to be the first game of the night, and judging by how fast it went, I would be ready to bet that the next game or the next opponents are not yet qualified, or have not yet finished their other match, and as such, we may have a bit of a downtime here.